this channel. Today gonna do a fitness routine and we gonna see how you can get the booty and that tummy, and you're gonna talk about the thighs. So I'm not going to take long to be here, so let's start with the routine that I do every morning and every night. And once again, welcome back to this YouTube channel. My name is Maggie and we're going to do the fitness. We start by doing the rope jump. Yes, you see, it's really hard when you don't have your shoes on, so get your shoes on and start jumping. It was difficult for me to try it without shoes, so I advise you, if you do not have any training shoes, please get some money and buy them, so that when we do the rope, it makes you lose some weight. Rope jumping is good for losing the extra kilos, so if you want to go down the weight, use the rope jump. And it's always advised before you start doing your trainings, first warm up your body. So by doing so, I do my rope jump and it is good. It makes it look good and I get my body warm. So get your rope jump and jump for a few minutes, 1 minute, 2 minutes, for as long as you want. So I could not jump more in the video because it would be like more of a jumping, but make sure if you cannot jump too much, you can pause during that time. So I do this, it's like, I don't know how to call this training, but it makes you tighten your belly, though that the muscles get tighter. It's really hard. That's why I started with it after the rope jump, because you need to do it when you still have the energy. It's really one of the hardest trainings that I do myself, and I feel like they are really hard. And as you see that I pause during these trainings, so that I do not strain myself too much, but it is needed to have it for 30 seconds at least, at minimal. So 30 seconds of this and you get the best results. You see that I do the sides and then in between, like the side to side, and then inside in the stomach. So you take the pause when you cannot do it anymore. Trust me, you can never ever achieve the when you're tired, your body is just going to get dehydrated and you're going to get tired. So do that, relax, and then continue. That's how it's done. I know you want the results, but it's not going to work out. So you will do the crunch. No, this is not the crunch. You put your hands on the floor and then you lift your ass up and then your belly is flat. When you have a big ass, trust me, it's the biggest problem for me because my ass is heavy. So it's hard for me to keep it up. Like, it has to be flat. You should not keep it high. It has to be flat. You see that I am having some rest there. When it's too hard, have a rest and continue. That's how you're supposed to do. That's how you're going to achieve the results, because it does not matter why you're facing, like you're doing the problems, like you're having the pain, and continue. I know the pain pays, but well, that's not the issue here. And then we do the push-in. Inside, you pull your muscles and then you just lift just your ass. You make sure that your hands are in between your bum, so that you don't need to lift the hands, so that only your muscles, the down muscles on the stomach, do lift the ass, and it gets the abdominal muscles tight, or abs very tight. Then when I do that, I will lift up my legs up high, and it's the same thing. I will just keep, like, I don't need to use my hands to lift me. I will use my muscles, the abdominal muscles, to lift my ass up. I know it's heavy, but you can do it. You can do this. When you feel tired, please take a rest. Take a rest as much as you can, because for a beginner, it's really hard to get that results done. It's really hard. So I know you're suffering, and I myself have been training for quite a few years, but sometimes I just rest when it's too much. So I'll touch my feet and I'll lift up my head up high and straight, and then I'll be balancing the hands from one feet to another. You can do that for 30 seconds as well. That does not mean that if you're the beginner or you're not a beginner, but you can do that for just 30 seconds. It's just enough. That's how it is. You can do the training from the morning when you wake up before you eat anything, to the evening before you sleep,
after like 3 hours after you have had your lunch, your dinner. So that's because when you train, when you have had something, it's going to be hard for you. Your stomach is going to be full, so you won't be able to train as you're supposed to be. So as you see, I take my rests and then I do my crunches. Those are like doing the bicycle. It's a crunch. You make sure that you pull in your stomach, your muscles, and you try as much as possible to touch the knee. I know it's hard, but you touch the knee using your elbow. Yes, it's elbow in English. You excuse me, my English is not that the best because I don't speak the English language here where I stay. I know the English language was the first language that I learned, but being that I moved here for almost 13 years ago, so I don't use the English language unless when I'm doing the YouTube channel. So when you do that, like you're holding your hands up in the air, it's really good for you because it helps in you pull in your muscles, and then you come a little bit in front, and then you be like tapping, and you keep on tapping. It looks easier, but darling, it's hard. But when you feel you're tired, please take a break and continue from where you started. You just do not give up. I'll tell you one thing, that 1 week will not give you any results. 2 weeks will give you just a few results. But after 1 month, you're going to get the best results ever. I know it's hard and everything, but after 1 month or 2 weeks, you'll get the results and you'll see them. That is one of the hardest actually, because I didn't have the shoes. It was hard for me as well. So as I have to tell you that, make sure you have your training shoes on. Being that we are in COVID, I know I have my gym card, but is it safe for me to go to the gym and train? No, it's not safe because I have children who are in the risk group, and I have had corona myself before, and there is no way you can tell me that I will not get the corona because I have had it, because it has a mutation. So to reduce on the stress of going to the gym and everything, I do the training at home. So these are the things you can do home, and you get that like your stomach flat. I'm going to show you how it was before actually, because this video was done before after I got COVID for 1 month. So instead of me going flat, like you become small and everything, actually I became fat and my stomach was just sagging and everything. So I'm going to show you the video before, and this is how I look right now as I'm training. This has been going on for 3 weeks because I went back to the gym to the normal training after 3 weeks after I was sick, because as advised, you are not supposed to train when you're sick. And I'll tell you this, if you have any flu, any fever, anything, any cough, please make sure you do not train, because your body cannot support you. It cannot fight the diseases and fight for you. Stay away from the training when you're sick. So as I promised you that I'm going to show you the before I started training video. This is how I looked just after 1 month of having COVID. So that's how I looked, and the video now you've been watching, that's how I look right now. And the picture above, it's just to show you that it is very possible. I'm going to show you one of the things that has helped me actually to make that waist or that body, that stomach look even nicer than it is in this picture. So let me show you what I use. I introduced you the body shaper. It has helped me a lot because it gives you, it reduces your stomach and you eat less. It has given me the shape of my dreams. And if you want it, you can find it anywhere, Amazon, anywhere, on the Google, everywhere it is there. It is very cheap. You can start it with the 2, 4, 6, 10 hours for as long as you want. Thank you for watching. Subscribe and don't forget to leave a comment. Bye. See you another time.